I take it. All right. This is a homecoming game tonight, Keith. London versus Whitehall. This is Gary McNeil and Keith Smith coming to you with another ball game. I'm sure we got London's coming in tonight with a 1-4 record with a win over
Utica.
All right, Utica. So, and I think this Whitehall team more or less is on the same length as Utica goes as far as size and their talent and so forth. So I'm sure you got a little something to tell me about Utica, so go right ahead.
Well, about Whitehall tonight, they're 2-3. They've
did I say Utica?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's okay. They were 2-8.
I didn't mean to cut you off or anything.
They were 2-8.
Go ahead, you can talk. I don't care.
They were 2-8 last year. They're 2-3 so far this year. They do have a lot of respect though. They're 14th in their region in points, so they're knocking on the edge of the playoffs. Number 6 in the dispatch coaches poll, which is not bad for a team with a 2-3 record. Their 3 losses are to St. Charles, DeSales, and Mifflin. So their losses have been to quality opponents. But it's homecoming tonight. I'm predicting the Red Raiders are going to take this one, Gary.
And this is, like I said, it's the homecoming. They light an L tonight, don't they, Carl? I don't see it down there. I see the fire truck down there.
Our homecoming torchbearers tonight are Ashley Craner and Teddy Clemens Jr.
Okay, so Teddy Clemens Jr. He got a broken hand right now, so he'll have to carry the torch with his left hand. But anyway, we're looking forward to a really good contest, and we will have the marching band on. And I predict that the Howard girl is the queen this year. Let's just see how close I am.
Yeah, I'm picking the senior, Gary.
It's got to be a senior.
Okay, I'm right.
Well, I'm saying it's got to be a senior. That's your pick, so that's what we'll go with. But anyway, stick around, folks. We got a ball game coming at you shortly, right after this commercial. Queens, we are ready for homecoming. We just got a few minutes, and they'll be coming down. They're getting the directions which way to take the car. I can't reach them. I'm trying to see if I can pick the winner. The winner's usually in the middle car. Right, but they don't know it yet. They don't know it until they get down here and they pull out they do a Johnny Carson thing. So, hold on.
Homecoming celebration. Tonight, we are very proud to honor our 2001 homecoming court. Please welcome them and their ride in front of the stand. In the first car, driven by Robert Farnwell, is Julie Clemens. Julie has been active in volleyball, basketball, and softball throughout her high school career. She is also involved in L Club. In her spare time, she enjoys spending time with friends. Tonight, Julie is being escorted by Ridwan Khan. She is being left by her parents, Gary and Sandy Clemens. In the second car, driven by John Head, is Jennifer Decker. Jennifer is in a youth group and on youth council. She is also in the International Club. She listens to music, reads, and hangs out with her friends in her spare time. Tonight, Jennifer is being escorted by Matt Jones. She is being met by her father, John Decker. In the third car, driven by Rob Groves, is Rochelle Howard. She has been active in basketball through her high school career. Rochelle enjoys spending time with her friends and family. In her spare time, she also enjoys shopping. Tonight, Rochelle is being escorted by Seth Ray. She is being met by her parents, Clark and Lisa Howard. In the fourth car, driven by Dick Huddleston, is Jessica Paul. Jessica is Secretary of Student Council. She is also involved in the International Club, Bold, and her church youth group. In her spare time, she reads and hangs out with her friends. Tonight, Jessica is being escorted by Thomas Hampton. Jessica is being met by her mother, Linda Paul, and her father, Keith Paul. In the fifth car, driven by Carol Semler, is Amanda Reinhardt. Amanda has played tennis for 4 years, varsity softball for 2 years, and track for 1 year. She has been a bold member and student council representative. She works at the Madison County Hospital as a pharmacy technician. She's a member of the Lafayette United Methodist Church. She likes spending time with her friends and listening to music. She enjoys playing tennis and going to football games with her friends. Tonight, Amanda is being escorted by Clint Jones. She is being met by her parents, Steve and Lori Reinhardt. In the 6th car, driven by Bridget McClaskey, escorted by Eric Daniels, and being met by her parents, is 2000 homecoming queen, Elizabeth Hamilton.
I guess in the meantime, and all the silence, we had the coin toss. London will receive, and we're still waiting for them to come out with the secret of who the queen is. Carl, if the light would stay like this, we have a really good picture. And as soon as the light changes, the whole picture changes. The field turns brown.
Some interesting calls tonight.
Okay, I think they're waiting for the American Legion. I see they got a new member out there with them, Jack Bailey. And while we're waiting here, we'll give a shout out to Frank Cox. He used to be the head of the chain gang for years and years. And he could outrun, even in his later years, he could outrun most of the football players in the 40-yard dash and farther. And Frank's kind of held down. Now, I didn't get out much, so I told him I'd give a shout out to him. Frank, I see you, but I wouldn't want to be you. Enjoy this game.
Welcome the London Red Raider Marching Band.
Oh, nice. Yes. How many classes do we have Who's drum majors?
They brought out the fire pond tonight, didn't they? Now, they're getting ready to climb down the hill.
To continue the tradition, Elizabeth will crown Rochelle Howard, London High School 2001 Homecoming Queen. Representing the London High School football team to put the traditional seal of approval on the Queen are captains Wes Vanderberg and Josh Dickens.
Yeah, there you have it. I think she was as excited and as shocked about it as anybody else was. The kids must all voted for her because they lit up when they said her name. And she's overwhelmed with joy. I'm happy for her. I see her out to Kmart a lot. And she's a working girl too. She said she likes to shop. I bet you she makes her own money too. Really good kid, but they all were. Teddy Clemens and Ashley Craner, yeah. They're both basketball standouts for London. Teddy's like his daddy, he's a little clumsy. His dad will love that. They're both seniors this year, probably both captains of the basketball team. Craner's also captain of the volleyball team. As they go down, they'll hand the fire to the firemen. And at the old field, we couldn't see the L, but it was usually darker and it really lit up. Got a lot of light tonight. There we go. Is it going to light, Carl?
We would like to take time now to thank the following people for all the work they do connected with the homecoming activity. Mrs. Stacy Shaw, Mr. Jerry Jacobs, and Mrs. Kathleen McClatchy.
Looks pretty good, Gary. Looks like a little Boy Scout fire water on that thing.
Yeah, they'll be spraying it here in a second. That's a nice looking L. But so much for that L. Let's get back and ready to get for the game. Comes the London Red Raiders marching through the fence and getting ready to hit the big sign that we didn't have a sign last week in time. The girls made sure they're, well, the week before last, but the girls made sure they're over there this week. Now, the week before last, both teams ran through it at halftime. And that was a game that we won.
Looks like we're going to do it right tonight.
Let's let the other team run through it this time, and maybe it'll bring some more good luck.
Well, good sign for the Red Raiders out there. You'll see number 10 standing there, Josh Dickin. He's dressed and ready to go for the Red Raiders. I don't know if he's going to start or not, but looks like he's ready to play at least defense. Here they come.
Being laid out by Sean Myers. There's the big pylon. I remember they stopped that years ago. They got all excited doing that. Next thing you know, one of the starters got busted up in the pilot before the game and wasn't able to play. So they kind of quieted it down quite a bit. So we're getting ready for the kickoff. London will receive as Captain Dickin goes out and checks out midfield. Looking for a good game tonight.
Oh, I think it's going to be a great ball game. I think these teams are very evenly matched. Whitehall's down at the other end tonight. They're down underneath the goalpost, down on the left-hand side of your screen. So
I think everybody's healthy.
They don't have a sign, but they're coming through.
I see somebody down there on crutches.
Actually, that's one of the backup players, Terry Warnock, on crutches, and one of the normal starters, number 5, Josh Alcott's not going to be able to play tonight. But other than that, I think the Red Raiders are healthy, and Dickin's just been announced as your starting quarterback tonight.
So it sounds like good things are going to happen tonight. Yeah.
Starting at wide receiver number 23, Kyle Gillespie.
Gillespie is going to be starting at wide receiver again. I said wild receiver.
65, Matt Russell. Starting at tailback number 32.
He said 65, Matt Russell. I thought he was 31.
You know what that looks like, Matt? Wearing number 65. You can see him out there. Carl picks him up. He's standing on London's 25-yard line. That's definitely Matt. Could be maybe that they're going to try him in a guard position tonight instead of running at fullback, which would make sense for the number change.
It's a number that's wasn't being used, it looks like.
Well, Matt runs hard, he blocks hard, and maybe he might be better utilized as a guard, possibly. And they've been a little thin at guard. Kyle Thomas has been to the hospital the past 2 weeks in a row, so he's back healthy tonight. He should be starting, but
there's your queen.
That's the homecoming queen there.
Michelle Howard. And we got a football game getting ready to go as what is the Whitehall's logo?
Well, look at that little fake air. I don't know if you just caught that. Kind of act like they were going to quick kick it there real quick. Should be number 14, Nick Ressa, to kick off for the Whitehall Rams. He's got a good leg, and he's kicking with the wind, so he got Myers back to his goal line, and he should have been down.
I know it.
He should have been down. The official reached for his whistle, but he didn't call him.
He stepped back in the end zone, and high school's not allowed to bring out the end zone.
Right.
So
that is one big difference there in the high school, like Gary said, that if it's in the end zone, it's down.
He tackled himself. Looked like he tripped over some grass out there, a hole or something. I'm looking up, and all of a sudden I seen him go flopping, so I don't know what happened to him. Lost his footing.
Well, you see Dickin out there under center for the Red Raiders. He missed last week's game against Washington Courthouse, so he looks healthy again. His arm looks kind of bandaged up. Actually, I'm not sure it was his arm. It might have been his ribs. He's going to run this one.
First play,
right-hand
Dickens
side.
Up the right side, like you said, for about 3 yards, maybe 4.
Well, and that was the change there. We got, looks like Matt Russell's checking in to start for the Red Raiders in place of Pat O'Farrell on the offensive line. So maybe we missed a number out there.
What's O'Farrell's number?
Farrell's 55.
55.
Yeah, he might be in there at right guard. So anyway, Matt Russell is in there.
They're looking for some blockers. And Matt, he's a roughneck.
He'll play wherever he can to help his team. So.
He plays like his uncle, smash mouth football. Looked like that was a completed pass right at the 10-yard yard marker. So Leonard will move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10. 2 plays and they move the chains.
Well, nice pattern there by Myers to get out to the first down marker and then secure the football. So
that could be a good sign.
Got 3 receivers at the top of your screen right now. Kyle Gillespie by himself at the bottom of the screen. That's Jordan Brock running on the off tackle play.
And he'll pick up about 2-3 yards again.
Nice tackle there by Sean Eisherman for the Whitehall Rams, number 88.
How many yards you like to pick up on the first down?
Well, I think if you can at least get 5, it sure makes a big difference in the ball game. It's not always easy to get, but it sure puts a lot more pressure on the defense than when you just pick up 2. So 3-yard pickup's not bad. Woody Hayes would have taken that.
3 yards and cloud of dust, huh? Got trips to the far side this time.
Dickens just going to bring it this way. He slips number 1.
And he's good for another first down. He picks up about 15 yards on that play, about 14 yards.
Well, if Whitehall's got a Division I caliber player, it's number 1, Anthony Jordan, and Dickens just slipped him and ran right by him. So.
I saw Justin Dillard out there on that play there. So 1st and 10 on the 40. We are in the first quarter. London took the opening kickoff, and they've moved it to the 40-yard line so far.
Once again, 3 receivers to the top of your screen. Boy, Dickens aggressive for being a little bit shaken up.
He's finding the holes. He's doing a real good job of following his blockers. It's good for another first down. So there's Dickens probably got about close to 30 yards on the night so far.
Oh, Gary, there's the change. I just figured out. Kyle Thomas has moved from a guard to center. Matt Russell's moved in the left guard position in place of Kyle Thomas, and normal starter number 68, Tyler Scott's not out there, so I don't know the whole story on that one. But
well, you got to go with what's working and what you see in practice. I'm just assuming that's what they see in practice.
Dickens fakes to Myers on top of your screen. Look out.
And he's 8 up. He's not happy.
76, Josh Miller caught him from the backside there. That was. Well, Miller looked big then they're tackling Dickens, but they only got him listed at 187 in the program. So.
What's Miller's number?
76.
Josh Miller, 5'10".
Thank you.
That's Dickens going back to pass. It's going to be a screen to Brock. He's got some room. Come on, Jordan. He's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage there for the Red Raiders.
Brock made a good catch. Ball was right on the money.
Well, last week against Courthouse, we saw a couple different packages where they threw to Jordan over the middle too. So
yeah,
that looked like it was going to work. Of course,
coming out of the backfield, that gives you another receiver. which is probably what this offense is designed for. We're keeping trips to the far side quite a bit tonight. Say Brock looked like he's limping. Yeah, he did get hurt last week.
Dickens looking for DeFilippo. He's going to throw deep. That's Myers.
Broken up clean. Almost broke Myers' arm.
Well, I kind of like that play for the fact is that Brock was out there in front to protect Dickens, and he had 3 different receivers. DeFilippo short, Myers in the intermediate, and Edley was running deep, so he thought Myers was...
4th and 8, so Lennon's going to have to punt.
4th and 8. The Whitehall 46-yard line.
Well, Jordan's, I think, number 8 in Central Ohio in punting right now, so he's doing a good job for the Red Raiders.
If he ever learns how to get a spiral, on average, he'll really lose the ball.
Got to pick it up. Oh, when he tries to punt it, that one's blocked. Joe Smith. That's Joe Smith wearing a number 50 tonight, looks like. Or no, that'd be Derek Wallace for the Red Raiders there.
Had a bad snap. I looked it off for a second.
Looked like Arabia got it back there pretty good. I'm not sure Jordan probably thinking about punting and thinking about Russian players coming in on him, so he just...
Whatever, Whitehall takes over on the 41-yard line.
Well, Gary, this is the quarterback here I've been telling you about for a couple weeks since I saw him on TV. He's slippery. He'll do just about anything. He'll run the option. There's a pitch real quick to number 34, Smith.
What is it about these Smiths that give us fits? We got a fumble, and what we got?
Raider
Lightning took over. So we got to break that time.
It's like Brandon Edley or Nick DeFilippo out there. I'm not sure who was on the football. Edley was out there on the tackle.
That's a good job, London.
Did Carl pick that up?
Listen, DeFilippo, I guess, was in on that. And so London takes over at the 44-yard line, so we're right back where we started. We had to punt, and we punted and got the ball back on a turnover, on a fumble. By the way, that was Smith. Is he related to you, Smith?
No.
Okay. Seems like we run up against Smith everywhere we go.
So we've got Edley all by himself on the bottom of the screen, 3 receivers to the top. Dickens going to option this way. He's got Brock behind him. He's got a little bit of room.
And he's upended on the 50-yard line.
Nice tackle there by Dominique Hickson, 6'2", 165-pound free safety for the Whitehall Rams.
They spread it out. Dickens got rid of the ball. That's first play. Good. That's good for. They're saying 7 yards, so that's a good job. We got trips to the near side this time.
And I'll tell you what, you've seen a lot of one-on-one coverage by the Whitehall Rams, which may play into the benefit of the Red Raiders.
Yeah, if you get the right person out there.
Dickens on the run for the Red Raiders. Looks like he's close to a first down. That was Eshelman on the tackle for the Rams.
Well, that's just like the coach from Washington Courthouse was saying. If Dickens had been in there last week and been a difference in a couple of long plays that worked out for them, it could have been an entirely different ball game. Dickens is definitely he's in the driver's seat.
Big play here. London's in a power eye. I'd actually just look for Dickens to maybe try to keep this.
Got a late snap.
Oh, there was a mighty collision right there. Looks like Whitehall was kind of expecting Dickens to carry.
Well, he hesitated. He stood up there, and you could see the ball, him holding the ball, standing there, and the center had already fired out.
Well, I think he got a pretty favorable spot here. They're going to measure this.
If he'd have moved on the snap, because he stood up.
I'm saying it's going to be short by about 4 inches, Gary.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.5.
That's why I say close. Put his head down. I say it's good. I say we made it.
What's that, about
stole
4?
It. They wouldn't let us see it. Excuse me, Carl, I coughed. I didn't mean to do that.
Well, right here you're in Whitehall territory. I think I'd do exactly what Coach Calhoun's doing. He's going to go for it.
He going.
You need a confidence builder for your team.
He's definitely got to keep his head in the game. Well, he's not up under center this time.
I think Coach Calhoun's going for that confidence builder right away. I agree with this move. I agree with this move.
And we fired out too soon. There's a loose ball.
He's already down.
I'd say it was down.
I'd say he got the spot. I'd say he got a good spot. That's going to be a first down for the Red Raiders.
Well, it was squashed out. Did you see the way Ohio State defenders are stripping the ball? I never seen so much ball stripping.
I saw
for a long time.
I saw that game on TV. It was on, but I really wasn't watching it that closely. But
I was watching defense, buddy. They were stripping that ball like.
Well, that's got to be a big confidence booster for the Red Raiders right there. They can get in the first down. So
I thought there for a second everybody moved but him. I thought
they're blitzing quite a bit with Jordan.
Man.
Jordan's got that. He's going to call that an incomplete pass, Gary. He's calling that.
Yeah, because he threw it forward.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's changed or maybe I just didn't know the rule, but I thought that anything that was behind the line of scrimmage or pitch out like that used to be, I thought, and you didn't catch it with a fumble. So I don't see any coaches first. Yes, I do too.
Now that call there was made by the head referee. He's the one that wears the white cap, so he definitely said, that's what I saw, and that's what it is. So.
Yeah, go Keith. Go Keith. I wish he could hear you.
Now what do we got?
Somebody got some laundry on the floor, on the ground.
I'd say somebody lined up in the neutral zone. That was thrown by the head linesman there, Gary.
Okay. Where's he stand?
He stands on the opposite side of the field. The man that just threw that one. So. Well, Gary, there's those 5 yards you like to have on first down. So I guess you got to get them anywhere you get them. So.
You've been in that computer hot and heavy, ain't you? Learning all these new lineups and.
I found that in the newspaper.
Do you work?
Yeah, no.
2nd and 5. The ball's on the 41-yard line, and it's 6:18 to go in the first quarter. And London got a
I'll tell you what,
good break
Gillespie's
at last
got one-on-one coverage on the bottom of the screen here. They're blitzing almost every time.
That blitz could have been beat, but the snap was so high. By the time he come down with the ball, they were there. Had the ball been on the money, I believe he'd have had a good chance to beat that blitz.
Well, you got a new combination in there on offense for the Red Raiders. So.
Is that a new center?
Yeah, that's Kyle Thomas. He's centering tonight.
Well, let's give him a chance. He'll be all right.
3rd and 5 for the Red Raiders. And looks like they're going to keep DeFilippo in to block. Here comes that blitz from big number 1, Anthony Jordan again. He's coming almost every time. Nice route. Looking for Edley out there on the top of your screen. That's going to bring up 4th and 5 from the Whitehall 41-yard line. So. Looks like London's.
Check the cheerleaders out. How many we got?
There's about 47 of them down there tonight, Gary.
I guess we do have a gang of them down there tonight. That's the way it should be, I think, for every game. That's probably reserves and other.
Looks like the Red Raiders are going to go ahead and punt.
Because I think they have different cheerleaders for football and then different ones for basketball.
Jordan's punting into a stiff breeze. The referee's going to give him a timeout on the Hindenburg's timeout call.
I saw. I saw Myers trying to get a timeout too.
Well, I think, you know what? I think London counted their players, and I think they were missing one. So.
Did somebody else go out?
Yeah, actually, Darren Sanders just checked into the game. So
now, trivia question. Could they have went ahead and run that play with 10 players instead of 11 and not been illegal?
As long as they had 7 on the line, yes, they could have. That could have been a problem.
It's not necessarily trivia, is it? It's just a question. We'll make that a trivia next time. I'm sure you got one for us tonight. Don't wait till the end of the game to throw it out.
He's going to his notebook. Well, 50 years ago tonight, Gary, who was the homecoming queen?
I'll come back with that here in just a few minutes.
Jordan's putting into a stiff breeze here, so he probably give this all he's got and still ain't gonna
Close.
Get
Close to my senior year.
there. That's gonna be down by the Red Raiders on about the Whitehall 11-yard line.
11-yard line.
Jordan Down by number 12, Sean Myers.
50 years ago, huh? Let me guess.
The Rams will begin their drive and they're on the 11-yard line. First and 10.
I want to say Taylor.
Well, Gary, I think probably never would guess it, but there's some of our homecoming candidates down there tonight, hamming it up for the camera.
Who was it?
Rose Mancini Morse.
Okay.
So is that Clint Morse's wife?
Yeah, yes, Clint Morse's wife.
So
Yeah, she taught me in high school.
well, a little bit. We'll see who it was 25 years ago. So, a little community education here.
There you go.
Football. So. Here comes West back to pass. He does have a good
Boy,
arm. He's going deep for Hickson.
he unloaded that ball for about close to 40 yards, about 40-yard throw there.
Yeah, but he was the only man in the pattern there for Whitehall. Of course, I guess you can only throw to one at a time.
Yeah, there you go.
Number 4, David West pass intended for number 2.
And here we got 2nd and 10 on the 11-yard line.
I've been telling you about this West at quarterback. He's slippery. He's only a sophomore. He just runs and throws. And
Well, if Carl was on that one there, he done a whole bunch of jazz and stuff there. He bounced off a couple people and done a spin, and I mean he was getting down back there.
well, I think what it boils down to is Whitehall's very thin in their lines this year, and they don't have a lot of big kids, so London matches up real well on them size-wise. It's 3rd and 3 for the Rams. That's a pitch to Smith. Gets a nice block out there by Jordan. Nice run.
Finally brought down by 65, hung on to the ankle there.
Matt Russell, and kind of hard to get used to seeing
I know,
65.
because
Matt
I'm used
Russell.
to seeing him being 31.
Also Aaron Roby and I think DeFilippo was in on that too. But that's going to bring up first down for the Rams. So.
1st and 10 on the 33-yard line. We're still in the first quarter, under 4.5 minutes, and no score. Nothing doing there.
It looked like number 21, Dre Ratcliffe. I think I called him Smith a little while ago. He's a sophomore for the Rams. Smith was 34. He's the one that fumbled the initial.
The Rams have won a couple games, haven't they?
Yeah, they did beat Watkins Memorial 21-0, and just barely got by a Franklin Heights team. After being down 12-0, they came back to win that one 14-12. So that was in week 1 and 2. We'll get to 3, 4, and 5 here in a second. Looks like Dickens going to have single coverage on their main receiver. Nice carry there by number 44.
33. Anderberg come through there like a runaway freight train. He left a mark on that one. 44.
No, so about 44th for the Rams. I have no idea who it is.
We don't have one.
Starville? Yes. Number 44, Ivan Starville, ball carrier for the Rams. And that's number 65, Matt Russell.
Looks like West is going to stay. We've seen quite a few different formations. This time power I. That's
3rd and 4.
he's slippery for a sophomore there at number 21, Dre Radcliffe. He leaned forward for the first down, but I don't think he got the spot. So.
He was just dipping all over the place. Did he pick up the first down? He only needed 4. He must have run 40.
He's going to be short by about a yard.
So we got 4th and 1.
Whitehall's not a real deep team, so we see 2 players check in. That could be their punt team checking in. I mean, they use a lot of the same players all the time, but looks like they're going to go for this. And I look for West to keep it. Maybe just see him follow some blockers.
Yep.
And trips receiver.
Carl just said watch for the fake punt, try to draw us off sides.
West is just going to try to keep it. It might be an option. He pitches hard. 44. Gets some nice blocking downfield.
That was set up good.
Roby and Annenberg make a nice tackle for the Raiders.
Yeah, good job by them, but
Big
not
play
till
by-
after the first down was made. How about that pitch?
Gary, that's really what the spread you need to do. You know, you got to. I don't know. You got to put a lot of pressure on the defense.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they did there.
The way that play there unfolded, it like Carl said, it don't look like he could stop it, and he didn't. So it's 1st and 10 on our 44. Yeah, punt every down.
This looks like 34 Smith, and he's a bruiser.
He's a little stocky little joker, ain't he? What's his name? 44.
34 Smith. Just Smiths everywhere, Gary.
150. About 158. They got missing.
This program can't be right, I wouldn't think.
He's a stocky looking dude.
You don't look like no 158.
He's only 5'6". He's just about the same height as that official down there. That's not Powers, is it?
No. Tell you what we're seeing tonight, pretty interesting for the Red Raiders. They pretty much assigned number 10, Josh Dicken, to number 2. He's covering everywhere he goes. That's Dominique Hickson, their top gun receiver. So interesting defense here by the Red Raiders. West is going to roll the top of your screen. He's going to turn it up. Get fumble.
Loose
like
ball.
a lineman picks it up. He's going to go. Myers, get him.
And after the fumble, they picked the ball up and picked it up and ran.
Well, that popped right into Josh Miller's hands.
That's some quick thinking there.
Yeah.
So they're clear down to the 10-yard line, 1st and goal, 1st and 10. I think Dickens came out of the game.
Yeah, I was going to say Dickens just checked out. Darren Sanders checked in. He's going to try to take number 2 Hickson one-on-one now. West finds that's Smith running around your top of your screen. Throws a stiff arm, but Myers does bring him down.
They're kind of elusive. Like I said, they're not very big.
Well, they're doing it all on quickness. They're not really running that much up the middle. They're just trying to find different packages to get the ball outside real quick. And
I'm looking down this roster. I'm seeing a lot of 160-pounders.
yeah. Well, Sanders got single coverage on Hickson on the bottom of your screen, and it's wide open that way. It's like West is going to take it up the middle. That's a touchdown for the Rams.
Touchdown. David West keeps the ball and goes in and scores. Whitehall draws first blood with 39 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Well, he's talking about this Whitehall schedule. We'll get to more of it here in just a second. This is rest of the kick. Got a good leg.
And that wasn't a soccer style kicker, was it?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell from his angle.
He didn't really take a full swing at it. He just took a front swing
he just
at it.
punched that one through. And it took off a good 40 yards. So after 39.6 seconds to go in the first quarter on Whitehall, draws first blood, and they are in the lead now, 7-0.
Just talking about the Whitehall schedule. Well, we got a little different view this time. Good crowd here tonight, Gary.
You got a real nice crowd.
Real nice crowd. Homecoming, so. Well, Whitehall lost to St. Charles 27-24. They're one of the top teams in Central Ohio in Week 3. Week 4, they got beat by one of the top schools in the City League, Columbus Mifflin, 27-3, where they had Justin Ashford went 266 yards against Whitehall.
So they're just like us. They're thrown into the fire.
And they've had a murderer's row to go up against. And then last week, in Week 5, they come up against probably one of the top Division III teams in the state, Columbus DeSales, where they had Scooney Penn's little brother. He used to play for Ohio State. Dwayne Penn went 226 yards on him with 3 TDs. So They've had a murderer's row to play too.
Yeah, for sure. Well, they're kicking off for the second time in the first period.
This kid's got a good leg. Russell kicks it real deep. So Myers will take it on about his own 4, so he's going to try to bring it up the right-hand side.
And he'll stop short at about the 24-yard line. London will take over first and 10 with 33.3 seconds to go in the first quarter. We have a score of 7-0 in favor of, are they the Rams?
They're the Rams. Well, Whitehall just joined. This is their first year in the league. They'd come out of the really tough Ohio Capital Conference, where they're playing with all the biggest suburban schools in the Columbus area. So they're used to playing tough competition. Like this time, maybe Dickens, he's going to go back to set up in shotgun, but he's got 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Going to run the option to the top side. Dickens going to keep it.
Cuts back against the grain, and that's
first down.
Another first down for London. He kind of got met head up. Like somebody put a helmet right into the ball.
All things considered, I'd rather take 12 yards on first down than 5.
You like that better? I thought you would. That's why I called that play. I got another trick up my sleeve too. You just watch.
Well, London hadn't thrown much yet. I mean, we have seen the completion of Myers and a couple incompletes, but Whitehall's trying single coverage all the time on the Raider outside receivers. So
Whitehall's also shooting the gap on them on defense. They're coming up and through there.
Well, that's what happens when you take number 1 Anthony Jordan. Coach Kane for Whitehall, he used to be a professional boxer. I don't know if you remember that name. But
he got a brother that wrestles, Kane.
I'm not exactly sure about that. But.
And The Undertaker.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't watch that kind of wrestling, Gary.
What are you talking about, man? That's where it's at.
But Coach Kane used to be at Independence and used to coach Joe Cooper, that was with Ohio State, the senior captain for the Buckeyes, and he compares this number 1 Jordan to Joe Cooper. Dickens is running for his life, as he should be. Gets back to about the line of scrimmage before he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, he had to tuck that one in and take off. He might have picked up a yard. He's setting up the throw, but must not anybody got open.
But this time we have 3 receivers to the top. Surprised me, we're seeing Edley a lot more as the outside receiver. He had been more lined up at tight end type position. Dickens is going to keep it.
And he's fighting for a first down.
Close. He's real close. We'll see what the spot is.
It's going to be tight.
Say that looks like a first down to me, Gary. I'm almost sitting right on the line.
They're calling for the chains.
No, I think I'll just give it to him. Oh, that's the end of the quarter.
That's what that's all about.
Apparently they're not going to measure.
On the scoreboard shot with a score of 7-0 in favor of the Whitehall Rams. Queen in her court.
Yeah, it is one difference, Gary. A lot of schools have a junior, sophomore, freshman attendant.
Right.
I didn't realize that till tonight. Somebody mentioned it. London just has the senior girls.
You have to be a senior to be on the Queen on the court. They're snapping pictures.
Well, I like what I've seen in this ball game so far tonight. I know the Raiders are down 7-0, but I think they can play with this team, and I think London could be victorious come second half. Whitehall plays a lot of two-way players, and I like our odds.
Yeah, we made a lot of
quarterback running like that. I like our odds a lot better.
They got some speedsters on that team. They closed in on him pretty quick. I didn't get the number of that tackle.
Yeah, it looked like number 2, Dominique Hickson, caught up to him. Number 15, Ryan Johnson.
But not till after Dickens carries the ball all the way down to the 13-yard line. And a 1st and 10. So we only got 15 seconds into the second quarter. And London's.
Nice run by Josh. And they're going to put 3 receivers up to the top of your screen, the tight side. And Headley's going to be all by himself down here on the bottom of your screen. With his height and his ability, why not just throw it up in the air and let him come down with it? It's like Dickens unsure what to do, and
he'd take a knee on that time.
He'll take a sack there.
Yep. He done about the only thing he could do, and that was lay down. He was swarmed with white jerseys. So London's going to take about a 4-yard loss on that. It's going to make it 2nd and 13.
Well, I don't know what the Red Raiders think of this matchup out here, but you got 6'4" Brandon Edley on a 5'8" cornerback out there all by himself. I'd take my odds. I'd just throw it up there. They got the whole field to play with, no safeties involved.
Maybe there might be something about that little cornerback, but they looked at. They're looking at
the in route. Oh,
there's why they didn't throw it to him.
I told you he was a good cornerback, Gary.
No, I ain't what you said. You shot him down. He just made a believer out of you.
They didn't throw the ball up in the air. They tried to throw the down and in route,
Tried to thread it.
Which is down there at that kid's height. I mean,
yeah, you got to take advantage of the height. So Rams take over at the 10-yard line, 10 or 11-yard line. It's 1st and 10. After interception by the little cornerback.
The little cornerback, 23, Matt Angle.
5'8", 142 pounds.
We'll see that matchup again tonight, Gary, and maybe the next time the Red Raiders will be able to take advantage of it. Here, West throws a good ball. He's probably looking for Hickson.
Beautiful throw.
And he pushes off. He catches the ball. Take him down, Raiders.
But not till after they give him a spot on about the 39-yard line. That was definitely, the way it looked to me, an offensive interference.
Oh, they are calling it. I didn't see the hanky on the field.
I didn't either.
He must have got to it. No, they're not calling anything.
I didn't see the hanky.
Oh, man.
So it's 1st and 10 on the 39-yard line.
I don't want to always just root for the home team, but that looked pretty obvious.
That was clear as day. It definitely was.
Did we catch that on TV or not?
I'm sure Carl got it.
It's 34 Smith running the top of your screen. Ooh, looks like nice tackle there by Sanders. And there's
I seen some laundry that time.
Yeah, penalty flag on the tackle, which normally indicates face masking. So that's probably going to add on another 15 yards onto the end of that run.
And penalties has been one of our major.
That's going to be a holding.
Hold against them, we'll take it.
That's going to be a holding.
I say penalty has been one of our major downfalls, but we'll take a little break this time.
I think that's going to be from the spot of the foul, so that's going to bring up replay the down about 1st and 11 for the Whitehall Rams. Like I formation this time for the Rams. Nobody at the bottom of your screen. West is going to roll this way. He's looking for 88, his big tight end.
Oh, that
Myers
looked like that should have been caught by Myers. I tell you what, he's got a sweet arm.
Yeah, he does. Especially.
I knew another young man. When he was young, even when he got older, a guy named Dave Stanley. He could throw a ball 70 yards on a jump pass. This kid comes around and looks like he just no effort at all. Right on the money.
Well, he's only a sophomore, so and when you're rolling the opposite direction of what your throwing hand is, that showed pretty good strength there. This time they're just going to hand off. No, they're not. He's looking for Hickson or looking for a man deep on the fly, but shoot, I got lost, Gary. What do you do?
He's looking for Jordan Anthony.
Anthony Jordan, number 1.
Yeah, he's throwing Anthony Jordan that time. Incomplete. Makes it 3rd and 11 on the 38-yard line. He said, "Tell Steve get it together."
Well, I was looking. Number 15, Ryan Johnson, was running the the fly route. He was going deep, as they say, in the playground. This brings up 3rd and 11 for the Rams.
Sanders out here playing the cornerback.
Wes is hit hard.
And swapped.
Looks like Tyler Blake and looks like Brandon Edley got him. So couldn't see who got him first, but
whoever got him, London takes over.
Yeah, it's going to bring up punting situation for Whitehall, and Russ
3 and out for them.
Russ is going to have to kick into this wind. I don't know. I didn't see his name in the punting statistics for Central Ohio, so
got the flag standing straight out.
It's a nice.
Got some good hang
Wind's
time.
going to hold that up. Red Raiders.
London better be watch where they're at.
What are you running towards it, London? Gee.
23. Gillespie had his back to the ball that time.
There's about 3.
Maybe he's trying to set up a block, and the ball bounced right behind him.
There's a couple, even after the ball bounced a couple times, a couple Red Raiders actually went toward the football. That concerns you, but this is week 6, not week 1. Well, I liked what I saw out of London now that last drive, even though they ended up not scoring. I mean, Dickin he's playing with a lot of heart. I mean, I don't know how much he's got left physically in the tank.
He's sure
how bad he's hurt, but
he's probably got some good yardage tonight. He sets up in the shotgun. We got trips to the far side this time.
Got a lot of single
see,
coverage.
we got the.
There's Edley on top of your screen. Follows some blocks.
He should have had a first down.
That should be a first down.
Driven back.
He'll spot that up at about the Red Raider 42, and that should be a first down.
That was one of the brighter spots, moments I've seen Edley have.
Dickin paid the price right there. Somebody's got to pick up that big blitzing line.
And he's blitzing right at the middle every time, untouched.
He seems to pick a different hole each time, but as quick as he is,
see where he goes this time.
Well, what it does, it sets up single coverage on the outside for the Red Raiders. And their defensive ends are staying in, so, they may not have watched any films. So Jordan Brock's going to try to run it. Nice tackle there by number 23, Matt Angle, for the Rams.
They're not letting anything get out around them. And so far, they've been tackling pretty good.
Well, that time the cornerback got pretty good read there. He saw as soon as Dickin got rid of the football, he came up on a run situation. So I wouldn't put past
2nd and 11.
London try to maybe roll Jordan out, maybe try a pass. Or maybe put Myers on kind of a reverse and let him throw the ball. Got to break those trick plays out now and then to win the ball game.
If you got any more options, you'd have named 6 plays there. They got to run one of them.
I'm just saying a little bit of trickery for
that
Red
was
Raiders.
batted down by number 76, Miller. One.
Bring up 3rd and 10 for the Raiders.
We kind of come to a standstill here last few minutes. The first 20 seconds of the second quarter, we went wild. So it's 3rd and 10 on our own 42-yard line.
Here comes Jordan again. Dickin's going to roll to the top of your screen. He'll try to get rid of it from Myers. Nothing there, so it's going to bring up a punting situation for the Red Raiders with 8:01 left to go in the first half.
One thing they did, though, they stopped Jordan from getting through there that time. He hit a stone wall that time on his blitz.
Half the trick offensive lineman, I'm sure I've never played offensive line, but trying to look up and try to guess what hole he's coming through, because he seems to pick left of the center, right of the center.
So we got Jordan Brock back to punt.
He got the wind with him, so Whitehall's way too shallow here. Jordan will kick it over their head. Yep, what I tell you, Gary.
Call that ball, stop.
Ball, stop. Oh, and Red touched it and went into the end zone. So that's going to bring it back out to the 20.
Let's see what he called.
Nope, back out to the 20. If you touch the ball and your momentum's carrying you on into the end zone, it's going to be a touchback. I don't know if I like it.
And it was a good try, but by the same token, You can only second guess. It looked like it was stopped.
It would have stopped, I would have thought.
It did look like it stopped.
Yeah, Whitehall didn't respect Jordan Brock's leg there, and I don't think they were paying attention to the flag down at the end of the field.
That was a line drive there. That was not one of his better kicks, although he got a lot more. Yeah, the bad snap.
This is West still, quarterback. 15 Johnson in motion. Looks like they're going to hand off the 20. He's got lots of room out there. Get him, Jordan. That's number 21, Dre Ratliff, the sophomore. So I don't know how that play developed, but he had lots of room out there, didn't he? Well, they brought the man in motion, and the free safety followed him because they put 3 receivers on this side of the field. So nice call by Coach Kip Kane and the Whitehall staff.
So we got a 1st and 10 on the 43-yard line. And I think they got a few weapons on that team there, too.
Oh, yeah. A lot of them are sophomores, too.
It's pretty good speedsters. Got some decent wheels on them.
I still say you got to watch a combination of 4 thrown to 2. That seems to be their favorite. That looks like Smith coming through. Stood up nicely by Matt Russell.
Matt Russell
65.
Puts a shoulder in that chest and stands him up.
It don't matter if you're wearing 31 or 65, as long as you're playing like Matt is.
That's right. Second and 10. So they're saying, nope. It's got to be about second and about 5 or 6. Second and 6. 6:40 to go in the second quarter. Whitehall's leading 7-0.
The Red Raiders got a lot of single coverage themselves on defense, this is going to be Smith. He's stretching it out. He's getting around the corner.
He don't like to go down too easy.
Oh, I tell you, he's like 158 in the program, but he's a load, Gary.
I know. You get a good look at him there. He's not that big. He's brought down by 50. Pat O'Farrell was in on that tackle. So we got to get him going. We haven't called his name too much tonight.
Well, Smith had their only 2 touchdowns against Franklin Heights when they came from behind to win that ball game. So he's got a little confidence out there.
First and 10 on the 38.
Also like Dre Ratliff, 21 to tailback. He's got some talent. So West is back to pass. Nice tackle.
Ate up.
Kyle Thomas.
Kyle Thomas in there and just pushed everybody out of the way. He was not going to be denied that sack.
Kyle hadn't got to play a lot of defense for the Red Raiders this year, but that was nice. I think maybe they put him in there for quickness on defensive line. Some of the switch, you won't see some of London's beefier players in there tonight. They've gone with a much quicker defensive line to counter the Whitehall quickness.
Hey, you boys on hot flashes over here or what?
I think it's nice over here. That happens to be Mr. Cunningham's wife trying to run us out the window.
Wes. Oh, he's got lots of room out there. Get him, Wes Annenberg. That's going to be a first down for Whitehall. So clock running with 5:10 left to go.
5:10 left in the first half.
Stop it for the chains being moved. So.
Ha 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 ha.
He can take that out,
We can't edit this tape.
yes, you can.
We won't edit this tape.
I'll bring you some chocolate chip cookies.
Listen, that's on there too.
Well, this time Whitehall's going to put 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen. This is a typical spread formation here, which is kind of a new twist for him. Wes is looking for Hickson up there.
And Hickson just went a quick
Nice run.
2
first
steps
down.
out and turned back, come to the ball.
I think London may have thought his knee was down, but he kept
He
him
was
up.
still rolling, wasn't he?
It's going to bring him another first down for Whitehall from the London
They're down
13.
pretty close to it. They're in scoring territory. 7-0. One thing we don't want to do is dig us a hole and have to get out of it. They're running London similar to London's offense right now.
This time they got 2 receivers way to the bottom of the screen. Hickson, the man to watch. The West is just going to keep it. He's slippery. He's running. He's still moving.
He's across the 5-yard line.
He's going to be close to another Ram first down, depending on where they put this down at.
He's got really good coordinates with the center.
About 2nd and 1 here. Timeout.
That snap, like you said, the snap hit him right at the hip. Put a little beef in there now.
Yeah, they're going to send Denon in the game in place of Blake. It's going to bring up 2nd and about 1 for the Whitehall Rams. And I don't know what to predict here, Gary, because you know West is slippery. He can probably get around the outside.
He got a lot of field to this side too.
Yeah, a lot of field. Might get a pitch to, you know, Smith's back there with him in the backfield, but they're going to go with the spread.
Carl just said none of your predictions have been right anyway.
I predicted the senior was going to win the Queen, didn't I? I look for him to throw to Hickson on top. He's going to try to pitch it. A fumble.
That'd be a pass, wouldn't it?
I don't know.
Wouldn't that be incomplete pass?
Picked it up.
That's what
one official's pointing one way and the other one's pointing the other way.
Wouldn't that be an incomplete pass?
That looked like a pitch. I'm not so sure it was.
Well, that's what they called Dickens a while ago.
Kind of hard to see from this angle whether this is going to bring up 3rd and we got 3rd and 2 on the screen. So
the ball was fumbled out of bounds.
oh, now they're going to go back to their power eye. I'd look for them to use 21 Dre Ratliff here.
3rd and 5.
The tailback
on the 2.
That's Ratliff. He's got some room. That's the first down. That's a touchdown.
He goes in standing up. Good call, Steve.
Well, it's just kind of a guess. I mean, I wouldn't have sent him up the middle though. I'd probably tried to take him around the outside.
That's the shortest distance, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, right there.
So we have a score of 13 to nothing right now. Whitehall setting up for the extra point, and they got a kicker that will put you some 40 yarders.
Yeah, this is Nick Ressa.
Russell's he's hobbling a little bit. Official says kick it.
It's like 21's kind of losing his pants here for Whitehall.
Yeah, he's quick.
He got it.
So that brings the score to 14 for Whitehall and London 0.
Well, folks,
we missed the kickoff.
Well, it was an onside kick by Whitehall. First 2 times they kicked off, they kind of acted like they were going to pull a little quick pooch kick on the kickoff, and they didn't do it. And Red Raiders were ready, and Tyler Blake was focused and concentrated and fell right over.
The Raiders were ready, and I wasn't. I didn't have the camera on rolling.
Well, it gives good field position to the Red Raiders. We're going to really spread it out this time. 2 receivers to the top, 2 receivers to the bottom. Here comes Jordan again. Dickon trying to get by him. He's slipping and sliding.
He's going to pick up about 7 yards, 8 yards. After a little...
Looks like we got a Red Raider down.
Carrying 2 or 3 people with him. That was 77 was down for a minute. Ty Blake.
Well, it looks like that's a new twist for the Red Raiders. Ty Blake checking in at the left offensive guard in place of Pat O'Farrell. Or no, I take that back. O'Farrell's still in there.
Is Russell in the game?
Yeah, he's in place of Russell now.
Okay.
So it looks like we're trying a couple different players at that position.
Well, Russell came out limping just a few minutes ago.
Did he? Okay.
He's on the bench.
Well, Kyle Thomas still in there at center. Dickens going to act like he's up and under, and then he's back. And now he's shifting his tailback around. Here comes Jordan. Oh, London jumps. All that dancing around for naught.
Yeah.
Everybody can dance except for the lineman.
Well,
lineman danced to Hankins.
The defensive line, defense jumped up there, and London bit for it. So now it's going to make it 2nd and 7. 2nd and 17.
14-0 score. 2 minutes 30 seconds to go.
So we got here 2nd and 7
in the first half.
Right.
I make that mistake about once a game, Gary.
Every game.
Dickin don't like what he sees there. He's going to take a timeout.
Yeah. Looks like it. Yeah. Ohio State product there, Tyree. You got him a little beard there. Goatee. We got a play developing out here. Maybe Tyree's not on the traveling squad.
Ooh, ball batted down to the line of scrimmage. Brandon Adler picked it up on one bounce. And he was going to try to run with it.
He was going to go somewhere. Incomplete pass. It makes it.
It is kind of
Third and 7.
Seeing Andre here, but he's probably not on the traveling squad.
I thought he was on the traveling squad, but he wouldn't be here if he was on the traveling squad, I wouldn't think.
To bring up 3rd and 7 for the Red Raiders. Big play here from a confidence standpoint. Only 2:15 left to go in the first half, so come on, Raiders. Come on, Josh.
Need a little bit more than that.
He's going to be short, so that's going to bring up.
Be 5 yards short, so we're going to be bringing out Jordan Brock. They'll be ready for this punt this time.
Gary,
Dickens is not walking too. Looks a little gingerly there. Yeah, he got cracked pretty hard on that play. He's got on his red hat and I got on mine.
Well, in the first week of the season, number 2 Hickson was back deep for Whitehall and returned to punt 76 yards for a touchdown. This time he got 21, the sophomore. Jordan gets
got
off
a good punt. It didn't turn into a ram, but it's a good punt.
Ooh, Arabia just missed him. Oh my goodness.
Ooh. And he's still up, Carl. And he takes another crack by 62.
It looks like
that's John Lewis. The final crack.
Got a hit by Joe Smith. He got hit by DeFilippo. So that sophomore took a lot of hits right there.
And still kept coming at him. It's a good punt. If that ball would have nosed down, it would still been going.
Well, they gave him a little bit more respect that time. So Jordan, that was another nice punt. So with 1:23 left to go in the first half, Red Raiders definitely got to get a stop now.
Yeah, well, they're down 14-0.
Watch Johnson on the top of your screen. That's gonna be.
Oh boy, it's trouble.
It's Dre Ratliff.
He's gonna be brought down from behind, number 16. It's Darren Sanders hung in there and made that tackle, but not till after ample yardage and a first down for Whitehall. We're down to 113 in the first half. So 1st and 10 on the 47-yard line. The Whitehalls are on the move.
At that time, he was going to hand off to Smith, the fullback. He's got a whole gaggle on top of him.
Yeah, he might have picked a yard up that time.
Whitehall's going to take a timeout here with 52 seconds left to go.
52.4 seconds to go in the second quarter. And the Whitehall's leading 14-0.
It's a true spread this time. Nobody in the backfield except for Wes. Still say watch number 2 on the bottom of your screen. They're going to throw a screen this time out there to Smith. Get him, Pat O'Farrell. He slips by 1, he slips by 2. London tries to strip.
He's still trying to go. He's all the way down to the 20-yard line before he's brought down.
Well, unfortunately, that time for the Red Raiders, looks like he was working a little bit too hard on trying to strip the ball instead of tackling the ball carrier. So that's going to bring up good field position for the Rams with 40 seconds left to go.
That is one thing I did like about Ohio State's defense. They stood you up and 4 or 5 guys were stripping at the ball, but they had a hold of you before they started stripping.
Well, Whitehall's not going to take any time out or any huddle here. West is just going to go back to pass. Oh!
And knocked down.
Kyle Thomas
51.
almost stepped in front of that one for the Red Raiders. So.
Kyle Thomas. Has Kyle got any wheels?
Well, he's the one that's had a bum leg last week at Washington Courthouse where he had to set the whole second half. But his father said he was healthy, so it looked like it there.
So we're down to 29 seconds. Right at a half a minute to go.
2nd and 10 from London 20. Nobody in the backfield except for West.
Whitehall's
He might even try just
looking to
run
add to that score.
He's going to try to run it.
And he's nothing doing. He's knocked
DeFilippo
down behind the line. DeFilippo and 55.
48 West.
Paddle Farrell.
Timeout. Whitehall.
Timeout Whitehall. 21.9 seconds to go. And we're looking at Whitehall 3rd and 15. They're wanting another score.
They're probably going to be looking in the end zone.
They threw it to
That's
the end
West
zone.
looking for number 2.
Should have been picked up. And you know, he almost made that catch.
Myers almost intercepted it too. It's kind of a collision down there.
But West must have got another gear there all of a sudden. They're well within range. From what I understand, his kicker has a couple of them from that distance.
Well, actually, this is going to be a 43-yarder into the wind, so this is going to be quite a test for this kicker.
We usually don't announce.
It's going, hits the crossbar.
And bounces back. How about that?
Oh,
fans.
my goodness.
That's why that coach was so upset on that last play, because they didn't get that few little yards there, so they get their field goal kicker in spot. So London will take over on down with 10.6 seconds to go in the first half, trailing 14-0. Yeah, like I said, that quarterback ran backwards and lost that 5 yards. That cost him that field goal. That was pretty neat to hit the bar. That was, something you don't get to see something like that. If it went over, though, it would really hurt it.
Well, Tyler Buchanan's checked in at quarterback right now. I'm saying London's going to have to try a trick play here one of these days. Looks like Jordan Brock's just going to try to run it for the
And
Red
let's run the
Raiders.
clock out here and go in at halftime with a score of 14-0. The score of 14-0 in favor of the Rams. And we'll stick around, folks. We got the bands coming at you. So, Carl, you take over from here.
and join us in the playing of our alma mater. Under the direction of Mr. David Trent, assisted by Susie Smith, Jeannie Smith, Jason Novak, and Maggie Gates.
We're getting ready for the kickoff. Open the window and get a little crowd noise and make some of these people in the press box happy.
I was starting to get hot, Gary. It's a good thing we opened the windows.
It is warm in here, I tell you.
Looks like Meyer's got a foot into it. It's going to be short.
Taking it to 20.
It's like Hickson. He's got some speed. He's got some room. Get him, Jordan Brock.
And Hickson
that was Vandenberg, I think. So.
Run out of bounds at the 42-yard line by Vandenberg, and who else?
It's like 51, Kyle Thomas.
Kyle Thomas. There's 2 on that. Got an update on Tyree. Tyree was shifted to the offensive line before the San Diego game. And then after all that stuff, the attack on America, they didn't play the San Diego game, so the person he was replacing got well, so he's redshirted. They only carry 60 players to away games.
Like West gets some ball this time to 21.
Got a loose ball, but I think he might have got it back. Jerry Ratliff, I think, was the ball carrier.
It's going to bring up about 2nd and 10 for the Rams. I still say London's got a chance at this ball game, Gary. I mean, it's only 14-0. You know, Whitehall plays a lot of two-way players. I think London can figure out how to shut this team down. I don't know if
they don't have very many on the sideline over there.
No.
Well, I've always the whole game I thought we had a chance. Just
like Dickens back in the game.
We got to get it done.
That's Smith coming around the right-hand side. Thought I saw a face mask there, but it looks like he didn't call anything, so it's going to bring up about 3rd and 5.
Smith's down. He's not. Well, he's just resting. He's playing the Jim Brown role. Wait till everybody gets off the top of you and save your energy to knock somebody down when you're up.
Big opportunity here for the Red Raiders. Try to get a stop.
3rd and 5 on the 48-yard line.
If they can get a stop right here, it's going to make a big difference in the momentum of this ball game.
We are in the 3rd quarter. London's down 14-0.
It's going to be short of a first down. That was 44, who's not in our program. So
44 in on that tackle. 84. Headley's in on that tackle.
They bring up about 4th and 2 yards for Whitehall, and they're going to go for it here. So.
They're good. Here comes the spread. Let's see what's happening here.
Actually, it brings 2
4th and 3. They're going
Hicks
for
into the bottom of your screen and out of the power eye. So they don't have 21 Ratliff in there.
That kind of tells me they don't have a whole lot of respect for London.
That's Smith, and he's going to have the first down.
And he's still running.
Slips and fall down at the London 39-yard line. So Yeah, you're right. That shows very little respect for London.
And if you watch Smith that time, and as I have been every time he carries the ball, he doesn't really turn on a burst of speed until he's just skipping around through there looking for a hole. Straight up. He's straight up when he comes through there and making them miss it.
That's Smith again going left. He's got some room now. Puts stiff arm into Roby. Looks like that's going to be another first down for the Rams.
Roby was trying to get a hold of him, couldn't seem to wrap him up. He got a little help.
Boy, London couldn't get that stop on the 3rd and 5. That plays big, Gary, you know?
Yeah, Kyle Thomas finally brought him down. Roby kind of contained him some. I think everybody's coughing in the booth, Carl.
I got Hickson way to the bottom of your screen. Power I formation. It's like going to go to 44, the fullback, Shipman.
Nothing doing. We got flag coming from everywhere. Who's it on?
Yeah, we got a couple 55s got into a fight, but unfortunately the Red Raiders the one that got caught with the retaliation. So
Pat O'Farrell in on that tackle. And we had a little extracurricular activities there, so what are we going to call? Personal foul on the defense. Dead ball. Half the distance to the goal.
Well, it seems kind of odd from there, but
That seems like a lot of distance there.
well, normally it'd be a 15-yarder, so it'd be a little bit less than that. So it plays
Okay.
into the Red Raiders' benefit a little bit, but I'm not exactly sure when you start marking half the distance.
Seems like they score when they get down that close.
It's gonna bring
Yeah, it looked like he took 15 yards. He said half the distance, but he took 15 yards.
the ball was at 28, so he took 14, so almost. West is in the power I, fakes to the fullback, he cuts
He's
it up.
got some room.
He's slippery.
He tried to get in there. He ends up on about the 2-yard line.
Well, he's quick on that option. The fact is, he didn't even have anybody back there to pitch to. He was just kind of faking like he was doing it.
And we just seem like there's another big penalty that we just shot ourselves in the foot again. And they're down on the 2-yard line. First and goal on the 2.
So they're going to bring Hickson in motion to the top of your screen. Looks like Smith up the middle.
Smith,
He's short.
he looks like he might be about a few inches short there. So Whitehall's got second and goal.
Second goal from the 2. So well, I think if I had an
Whitehall.
athlete like Wes, I think I'd probably try to utilize him a little bit.
Huh.
And that's Hickson going to the top of your screen in motion. Hickson's going to pitch it to Smith. He's got some room. He's got a nice block, and he's in there.
Untouched. And I just got an update on them. In the last 3 years, they've got a total of 3 wins.
Well,
And 2 of them were this year.
they're playing good now with a bunch of sophomores, so they must have had some depleted classes there for a while. But
He's got a sweet toe, buddy.
yes, he does.
He hits that ball perfect.
It's going to make it 21-0, as we can see on the scoreboard.
21 zip. This kickoff.
So what they do is just watch them.
You hear
real
that,
close
Carl?
here. They'll start.
750 runners tomorrow
Carl tells me you guys are getting out there at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning.
for the Aaron Nance Memorial.
They just announced that the race doesn't start till 9, so I guess you guys are going
But
to
we got to get the
get
information
everybody
and
set up and
get set up and
info and all that. So it's good of you guys to do something like that.
get a parking space.
Well,
If you don't get there early, we're talking about 700 runners, you got a lot of people going to be
puts
there.
toe to that one. That's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so Red Raiders are going to take it at their own 20.
It went out of sight of the end zone. What do they call on
They
that?
went went across the goal line first. So.
That boy's got a foot though.
Yeah. Ressa does have a good foot for the Whitehall Rams. So.
Didn't that ball hit in inbounds and then go out the side of the end zone?
I think what counts first is it went across the end line.
Not in the air.
Yeah, it bounced once. Looks like Dickens going to be under center. I don't exactly know why Tyler Buchanan checked in there at the end of the first half. Maybe just get his feet wet, maybe. But Dickens back there for the Red Raiders. He's going to keep it, running right into a pile. Back to the original line of scrimmage, so we'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Raiders.
2nd and 10. They're sniffing that out. Yeah. If that's all you got back there is one.
Well, this time Red Raiders going to have 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. Looks like Gillespie's going to be by himself at the top. Dickens drops back in the shotgun. 2nd and 9, I'd say throwing situation. Here comes Jordan.
They stopped
looking for
him.
throwing to Edley.
He had room.
Edley go deep to
go get it.
He's got
and a
it.
catch. Edley go. Cut back to the right. Hold on to the ball, baby. All right. And Edley's thrown out of bounds at about the, let's see, 6-yard line they're marking it.
That's DeFilippo.
Who?
34, DeFilippo.
Oh, it wasn't 64?
No, it wasn't 84.
I mean 84?
Nice pass there by Dickens. That was caught right on the run. So that was 34. Even though Edley ran the short route.
Whoever it was, they was on the move. I couldn't tell. I was helping him down the field anyway.
First and goal from the 7 for the Red Raiders here. So Dickens going to roll to his right. He pitches to Jordan Brock.
And he runs into a gaggle.
He runs into a whole pile of people. That'll bring it about 2nd and 7.
That was a play the defense went to the ball. And they found it real quick.
Real important for Red Raiders to punch this in. I still say they're down 21-0. I still say they can win this ball game. They got to get a couple breaks going their way.
If they get 22 points, Carl said.
Hey, Carl, he knows his football, doesn't he?
Knows his points. Dickens up the middle, and they're going to. He's still trying.
It's going to bring up about 2nd and 3 or 3rd and 3 from the 3-yard line, 3rd and goal. So
we got to take advantage of this one. We're down to 5:30 mark left in the 3rd quarter, and there's still 21-0. But London, so ball's on the 4-yard line. 3rd and 4. We're getting pretty close to delay a game. And he don't have no clock to see.
Hate to see that now.
It seems like it's taking a lot of time, doesn't it?
Slow snap. Jordan picks it up, throws it, touchdown.
Touchdown to Myers.
Boy, Josh Dickens did a nice job picking the ball up off the turf.
Yeah, and that takes some concentration. You got people bearing down on you. You got to get that ball and get it off. Good job. London scores 21-6. Mars didn't put his shoe on this time.
He's just going to go with the same old shoe. I don't know if that means anything. Try for the extra point.
They were offside.
The hold. Boy, he'll just keep that shoe right there. Keep that shoe. That was nice.
Good job. So that makes the score 21-7, and we got 4:56 left to go in the 3rd quarter. So London's on the scoreboard now. Off here after London scores. Pass from Dickens to Myers.
3-yard touchdown pass. So here, before we got too far into this, we wanted to go back to the homecoming queens trivia.
Here we go.
25 years ago, Gary.
25 years ago.
1976. Take a guess. Come on.
Did he sell pizza?
It could have been.
That's probably why you said that.
That might be a trick.
I think it was Mrs. Leach's daughter.
Yep, you're right. Oh, it looks like possible reverse.
Yep, and it worked. For a while, he's still up.
He's still on his feet. That's Hickson. Red Raiders finally bring him down on the Whitehall 39-yard line. So you're right, Gary. 1976. Darlene Leach Christ.
Where you getting all this stuff at, man?
In my head.
Oh, you hear that, Carl? In his head. Paul Crocker says, uh-oh.
Actually, we did realize, or come to figure out that the 1973 homecoming queen graduated in 1974.
Right.
So that's with football. So we're a little confused there. We thought maybe the classes were off for a while, but looks like Wes is still in a quarterback. 1st and 10 on the 39-yard line. This is Smith. Nice tackle there by Josh Duffy, number 63 for the Red Raiders.
D. Filippo on that long run. I cannot believe I got him and Edley mixed up in that shorter distance there.
34 and 84 look an awful lot alike.
From the angles, yeah, from the angle we're getting.
Well, I don't want to turn into a cheerleader, but come on, Raiders, let's stop them right here, you know?
You'd make a good cheerleader.
I mean, I just want to see them win this ball game. I think they can play with this team, and it ain't over yet. There's Smith coming around left-hand side. Dick can get him.
Smith just don't want to go down, and he takes up the first down on the 45-yard line of London. It's going to make it 1st and 10. I got a trivia question for you.
Oh, my.
Who was a cheerleader at London and ended up being a Major League Baseball umpire?
It's got to be Satch Davidson, because that's the only one from London that was Major League Baseball.
That's a good call, good call.
I didn't know he was a cheerleader.
He used to lead cheers in the pep rallies.
All right. Well, it's Smith getting another big run there for Whitehall. He picks up about 7 yards, so that's a good first down play. 7 yards. Looks like we got a Red Raider down.
Buchanan's rolling. He's warming up.
Looks like big Dustin.
Oh, animal. He's
Dustin
down.
Denon out there. Looks like he's hurt a little bit.
Big boy. Big man.
One. Plug.
Didn't nobody give him no lip to Big
She's out
John.
there.
Miss Traber.
Saw her picture in the paper this week.
What was that thing they give her?
I called it a body bag.
I know. I said, why would they give her a body bag? Good Lord.
It was American Legion Post 105, and I think her company, PT Physical Services, pitched in some money. Radio Shack pitched in a little bit. A couple different London Town Pharmacy pitched in a little bit of money to purchase whatever it is. It's some kind of medical supplies in a big bag, and it's some kind of demobilizer stabilizer thing. So.
Okay. I saw it in the paper. Well, is that the technical term for it? Carl would like to know.
The big bag with all the medical stuff in it?
Inquiring minds want to know.
I should have read the article.
We got a timeout here. I'm on down.
His ice water froze.
It's 11 seconds to go in the third quarter. Dustin Denon is being carted off there. I'm not sure what's wrong with him, but he was moving pretty good, so I'm assuming it possibly could be a broken leg or damaged leg or something like that. So now we're getting back to playing time. Scores 21-7. This might have had hope it didn't have any effect on London. Got some momentum going there.
Well, Whitehall's got two receivers at the top of the screen. Going to bring 15 Johnson in motion. They're going to try to hit him on the end around. Oh, they got a block in the back. There he goes. He calls it.
Yep,
that's coming back. There's another block in the back. They didn't call that one, but that's coming back anyway.
Yeah, they called a clip.
Yep, they were blocking Edley in the back when he was trying to get around that corner there. That was obvious. Referee took a little while to pull that one out of his pocket. But
well, you got to be sure you see what you see. You pull it too quick and then it didn't happen. Yeah, and then pick it up and wave it off. Then that don't look good. Got a clip on the offense, makes it 2nd down. How many they gonna mark off, Keith?
Well, I think it should be 10 yards from the spot.
He went about 20.
15 from the spot of the clip, maybe.
He marked off 15. This makes it 2nd and 24, according to the clock.
Once again, Whitehall shows another.
Carl said he wished the windman had caught the flag and threw it back a few yards.
Definitely another option there for Whitehall. You just saw. Now they're going 3 receivers to the bottom of the screen, 2 to the top, so a total spread. West goes back to pass. He's looking for Hall. Ooh, nice hit
and he is met by who?
It's like Pat O'Farrell.
55, Pat O'Farrell.
Got a nice hit on Dominic Hickson there, but that's going to only pick up a couple yards for Whitehall, so that's going to bring up 3rd.
He got a couple yards, but he did hang on to the ball.
Carl's got one of my favorite cheers there, the lean, 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 lean cheer.
Is that what that's called?
Well, when you got about 60 cheerleaders out there leaning, it's interesting.
It's tough to lean, huh? Lean, 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 lean.
Yep, they all line up and they all lean, and then they all end up falling down.
Learn something every day. Never too old to learn.
Yeah, this time they got Smith in the backfield by himself.
2-minute warning.
West is going back to pack. He's rolling out to his right.
And he's caught by number 62, John Lewis. And we got caught behind the line, so will we call that a sack?
Yeah, nice play by John Lewis. He's a junior for the Red Raiders. So they'll bring up punting situation for the Whitehall Rams. And I don't know, we saw Ressa punt once into the wind. This time he's got the wind to his back, and it's pretty stiff. So like the Red Raiders are showing him good respect.
They give him enough time to punt.
They give him all kinds of time.
Good hang time.
Looks like Jordan Brock calls a fair catch right at the last second. So
London takes over on their own 17-yard line.
Almost 40-yard punt there for Whitehall. So with the win, so they'll kind of pin London back to their own 18-yard line with a minute 48 left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
And we're trailing 21-7.
London's down by 2 touchdowns, but I still say they can win this thing, Gary. They can put something together here.
We will see.
3 receivers to the top of your screen. Here comes that number 1 again. Dickens going to rush right back at him. It's like number 1, Jordan on the tackle there.
He's awful close to the 1st down.
I like the odds when a 10-yard pickup on 1st down.
That's very good.
That's 1st down, so.
Well, how many yards Dickens got tonight?
Hey, he's had quite a few, and he hasn't really been sacked that many times, so I'd say he's well over 100 yards rushing. Once again, London sends 3 to the top of your screen. Gillespie by himself at the bottom. He's kind of been ignored all night. We haven't gone to him yet, so. Dickens is going to roll back to pass. Swing around this way to Brock. He's got 1 man to beat. About a 4-yard pickup for the Raiders there, so nice tackle there by number 7, Jacob Pryfogel, 136-pound senior cornerback.
Good call, good call. Now there's a situation where it didn't look like, did he have somewhere to go, or did he just felt like he was boxed in there?
Well, they had one-on-one coverage on him, and their guy allowed him to catch it. Didn't really come up that close on him, but he was ready to make a tackle as soon as Jordan got his hands on the ball. So this time Dickens going to run it. Oh, somebody's trying to strip it.
Those strips can cause ankle injuries too, because when he took that strip action there, he turned it almost like a face mask.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for Whitehall, or for London.
Carl even took the ball away from us now.
Well, London definitely needs a 1st down here.
35 on the 35.
Last play of the third quarter if they get it off here. They get it off. That's Dickon going to try to run it.
And they were waiting on that.
He smashed. That's going to bring up about 4th and 2. So we got the end of the third quarter.
And we have a score, 21-7. Changing the ends of the field. Up. So London's looking at a 4th and 2. What's the call, Steve?
Well, I don't know. I mean, seems like most obvious is Dickon running up the middle. And even though everybody might know it's coming, it might still be the best thing to do for the Red Raiders. Seems to be our highest percentage play.
They sniffed that last one out pretty quick.
We're ready to go here. Big play here for the Red Raiders.
We are stiff in our own territory.
4th and 2, yeah, deep in our own territory. There's the option to the top side of the play. There's Dickon.
And
that's going to be a first down.
I lost the flag.
You see a flag?
I lost it. No, I lost the chain.
Oh,
they're moving the chain.
First down.
He went a long ways to get those two yards.
Well, I think Gary got me that time because we were talking off screen. I said he'll probably run the option to the front, to the top side of the screen.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You said he'd run up the middle.
Well, that's what I said when we were on camera. We've ignored all night Gillespie on the top of your screen. Seems like we've thrown. Pass to Myers, intercepted by.
Off.
That's number 21, Ratliff. He's going to bring it back all the way for a touchdown. You saw that ball coming into Sean Myers' hands, and you saw his head turn and look upfield. And
yeah.
Where we see the football?
Well, the ball tipped. It tipped off of somebody. I don't know whether Myers had his hands on it and couldn't hold it or what. It was like a tip play. So now we're looking at 27-7.
Nick Russ in for the extra point for Whitehall.
Watch how short he kicks that ball. He doesn't follow through.
He just punches at it. He practically kicks it to the prison.
Yeah.
Well, not quite to the prison.
And there we go.
Almost across the track, though.
21-7. So I'm down. Now we got the score of 28-7, and it's starting to look bad. We are in the fourth quarter. 11 minutes and 25 seconds left in this contest.
Well, Gary, what are we looking at for next week? I always bring my schedule with me. Sometimes it don't get any prettier. Next week we got to go to Lakewood. They've only lost one ball game this year so far. Following that, we're back home in week number 7 against Licking Valley. Or actually, that'd be week number 8. Week number 9, we're home against Columbus Bexley, and then ending out the season with a trip to Miami Trace down Washington Courthouse. So it's not going to get any easier.
It doesn't get any easier.
I'm not sure how Whitehall is going to stack up against some of these other teams in the division, against Bexley. And, of course, Whitehall and Bexley have been backyard rivals for years. But
they may do great against...
Oh, they faked the short kick that time. But
how about that?
I looked in this league. I mean, I think you're probably going to see the league championship game being played. I think it's next week. Miami Trace versus Licking Valley ought to be about the winner.
Okay. Myers with the kickoff return. He's finally brought down about the 34-yard line.
Yeah, looks like a nice tackle that time by Brandon Purdue for the Rams, number 33.
I believe he's going to get a spot on about the 32. Yeah, we will be in Lakewood next week. That's a long drive.
Now we got a new switch. Dickens in a wide receiver on the bottom of your screen. Tyler Buchanan's in at quarterback. He steps back.
Might be a cousin to cousin.
Top of your screen, you got Gillespie. Oh, here comes Jordan trying to greet Mr. Buchanan. Buchanan's back to pass. He's running from Jordan. Jordan trips him up, so that's going to be a big loss for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, he didn't see anybody to throw to, and he was being.
Well, Dickin was running the deep route, and I didn't see anybody running the short route on that side of the field. So, yeah, remember we saw a pretty fair Josh Dickin 2 years ago receiving the ball and did a nice job on that undefeated squad from maybe '99.
That guy was the undefeated squad, '99, yeah.
And Josh was a sophomore. Buchanan's back to pass. He's looking for Dickin going deep. Dickin can catch.
So picked off.
That's little number 23, the guy I said wasn't no good, with the second interception of the game. That little 5'8" guy who said couldn't cover nobody. So.
That's the one you said couldn't cover anybody.
Yeah, Matt Angle, his second interception of the ball game for Whitehall. So
now you know why he's out there.
Yep. He must know how to play.
So the Whitehall Rams are taking over at 10:30 to go in this contest. They're leading 28-7.
Now they've been beat the last 3 weeks in a row, so this is probably a lot of fun for them to be able to get back on the scoreboard and do so well. So they're going to keep their starters in there. That's Wes rolling out the top of your screen. That's intercepted. Intercepted by Annenberg.
Hey.
Hey, that ball just rolled right over the top.
That was good concentration there, wasn't it?
Anthony Jordan, the tight end, that looked like it just rolled right over the top of his back, and Annenberg picked it up. So Red Raiders aren't out of this thing yet, Gary. There's 10 minutes left. Anything could happen.
Thanks, Sam. Okay. If you say so.
But they can't be. They gotta use the time that they got on the clock. I know the clock's
got to eliminate the mistakes.
Change possession. Dickens back in now, quarterback. The Red Raiders going back into shotgun. Dickens just going to try to run it. It'll be hard to get back in the ball game with running the football. I know it's
going to be hard for him to run it because they're probably. Everybody's keying on him. You know what I mean? He's the one that's going to have the ball. He's going to key on him.
Bring up 2nd and 9 for the Raiders. You got to get the ball in the air, and when the clock's running, you got to get the play off. Like right now, I mean, they wasted 25 seconds. Dickens going to go down again for the Red Raiders.
Another behind the line of scrimmage. That's another sack for them tonight. It's going to make it 3rd and long. 3rd and about 12. Ball's on the 47-yard line.
Still say we haven't thrown to Gillespie all night on the top of the screen. So. Like the underneath route to Myers. That one works this time. Big first down for the Red Raiders there. So.
They pulled that one off just like that. Was a picture play there. Dicken's running to the left, to his left, threw back to his right. Myers met the ball. That was a very good looking play.
London's got to
we got a football game going here.
London's got to keep the ball moving here. Like I said, try to get back in this thing. Here comes Jordan on the blitz. Dickin rolls. He's looking for Myers again.
Looked like somebody had a hold of Dickin's arm. Jordan's arm.
It's like Pryfogel again on the tackle for Whitehall. So he only picks up about 2 yards, even though it looked like they got more. But London's got to start looking for some kind of play toward the end zone here. I mean, with 8 minutes left to go in the ball game.
Down 21 points. It's a lot of points.
Dickens going to roll to the top of your screen, fake the short pass. He's under pressure and he's going to go down.
Yeah, number 5, that was
Jeff Euler.
And he got material and he hung on. So that's going to bring up third and about 8. No. 3rd and 14. We took a loss on that.
It just seems like London's kind of lost their pep, you know. They're walking back into the plays, and that's incomplete. Well, they're going to give him the catch. A nice catch by DeFilippo, or Jordan Brock.
Jordan Brock.
But that's going to be well short of the first down. So London's going to have to go for this. It's going to be about 4th and 14, maybe.
Well, we stole one just a minute ago. See what we can do here.
Well, that clock just keeps ticking away and doesn't seem to bother Red Raiders at all. So
seems like Whitehall's packing it in too.
No blitz this time. That's the pass out to Myers. There's that trick play.
He's not out there. It was there.
It was there. I just don't know what happened. But it was there. Nice try by the Red Raiders, and that's pretty much going to put the nail in the coffin on this ball game. I'm not going to say London can't win it now, but
he was overthrown. But why was he overthrown? I didn't see him out there until I saw Myers getting ready to throw. And did he run the whole route, or did he slow down and then take off? That would have been a great situation for me to score it then.
Here comes Smith. Looks like he's going to get about 6 yards on the first down carry for Whitehall. So
that's what I was making the point about Smith. If you watch him, his legs don't stop. He get behind somebody, he isn't standing still. His legs are still moving, waiting to burst out there and go somewhere. And I've only seen one or two of our backs do that. Our runners do that. Our ball carriers do that.
He's a sophomore, so this sophomore class for Whitehall is highly touted. So looks like comes number 21, Ratliff. He's another sophomore.
And let's see, 55. O'Farrell was in on that tear, and also and 33, Enneberg.
So I think 2 years down the road, this could be a league championship style game here. You know, Whitehall against London.
You think so, huh?
Well, 2 years from now, when all these sophomores are seniors, it could be the powerhouse of the league right here. It's hand off to Smith going up the middle. They're content just to get a first down.
Yeah, first down, grind out the clock. We're down to 5.5 minutes to go in the contest, and we're trailing by 21 points. Now, see, that was not the greatest pass, but what made that a good pass is receiver number 21, Ratliff, made the catch.
Yeah.
He caught the ball clear down around his knees, so that made that a good pass.
I just caught the end of that. I was looking down to see how many people was left from the class of 1981 that's here tonight. I promised I'd mention them on the air.
Oh, yeah?
Having a reunion, so caught me daydreaming.
Next time you go mention somebody else, you check with me first, okay? All right, thank you. Is that Smith?
That's Smith running. There's going to be a flag on the penalty, or penalty flag down. Just got somebody whispered in my ear that Denon just has a sprained back. Nothing real serious.
That's good.
So hopefully he'll be back next week for the Red Raiders.
On the offense, first down.
you have information about the young man that was injured?
He just said he just sprained his back.
Says nothing serious. He's what he just told us.
Who told you? Nothing serious, sprained the back. Is that right?
That's what he said. No, I don't know.
Did he get word from the hospital?
I don't know where he got it from. He's right there with them all the time.
Okay.
It's like Whitehall's going to bring receiver to the bottom of your screen, bring another receiver in motion. West is going to keep going back to pass. That's, ooh, Gossard just missed him.
Look how quick he is.
Oh, nice block downfield. He's going to be up close to another Whitehall first down.
Well, we're down below the 5-minute mark, Keith. Whitehall, 2nd and 20.
Oh, I thought they were close to a first down. I guess you're right. It's just coming up 2nd and 12 now, because it was about 1st and 20 there. So. Whitehall's keeping their starters in there. It's like the pro eye. That looks like 21 Ratliff on the carry. He's going to get back to about the original line.
And we got a late flag.
Ooh, I think that goes against the Red Raiders.
London side.
No, I think they're looking against Whitehall, possibly a personal foul. Kid from Whitehall's out there pleading his case, so he didn't do anything. Well, that's going to help the Red Raiders a little bit.
And they call it a personal foul on the offense.
They'll bring up about 3rd and 25. Look, 3rd and 24 looks like.
Any word on the young man who's taking
Looks like West got one motion in back. Gonna bring Ratliff in motion this way. Ooh, Kyle Thomas had a beat on West. He throws it out there. Oh, the Whitehall coach is gonna have a fit about that one. They think number 2 Hickson got interfered with on the receiving pattern, but Annenberger's out there with good coverage, looks like. So it's going to bring up 4th and 24 for the Rams from the from the Whitehall 46. So
And we're down to 3:45 to go in the contest.
Like a punting situation for Whitehall, and they're going to bring in number 14 Ressa. This time he's punting into the wind.
And we got got a flag down there.
Looks like it's going to be thrown on an illegal substitution, I believe.
How are we doing on time, Carl?
On the defense, make 4th down.
That's going to add 5 more yards. So
yeah, we will be out at the Aaron Nance Memorial Cross Country Run tomorrow morning, and I understand they're looking at close to 900 runners.
That's a bunch. Myers and Jordan are really deep for Red Raiders.
Boy, he took up enough time to kick that ball.
He's punting into the wind, so that's going to be down. So London's going to be about 80 yards from pay dirt with 3:28 left to go in this ball game.
And it says 28-7. London takes over 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line.
Raiders take over at their own 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
It looks like we just saw flashes of Buchanan being in there trying that at quarterback. Looks like Dickens going to remain and play out the final 3 minutes and 28 seconds for the Raiders. We're going to try to throw one to Filippo. That one's going to be almost picked off.
Did it hit the ground?
It almost didn't look like it hit the ground.
The official said it did, but it didn't look like it did. Looked like it rolled up the back and leg of the His first receiver.
Like number 15, Ryan Johnson out there with good coverage for Whitehall. Well, let's see if the Red Raiders try a little bit of a hurry up here to at least try something. But when the clock stopped, there was really no reason to hurry, but other than try to catch the defense not ready. And Dickens going to roll a little bit to his left. He's got pressure. He's just going to throw it. Oh, caught by DeFilippo. Nice catch by Nick.
Good catch by Nick. So he's going to gain a couple yards there. We're looking at 3rd and about 7 now.
Clock's running, Raiders. Might as well at least
3rd and
get a
6.
ball off.
Ball's on the 25-yard line. And we're under 3 minutes to play in the contest.
Triple receivers at the bottom of your screen. Gillespie at the top. Jordan Brock in at the backfield position. You're looking for Jordan Brock. He's got lots of room. He just needs a block. First down.
First down up to about the 42-yard line before he's run out of bounds.
They caught their linebackers in a little bit of a blitz situation, trying to tee off on Dickens, and they forgot to cover Jordan out there in the flat. So.
One thing about Dickens, he's not gun shy. As many times he's been sacked, you'd think he'd be gun shy out there, but he's hangs right there.
Well, Jordan got out of bounds, so it did stop the clock. So this time, 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. Dickens going to roll to his right. Throws a quick one to Myers, and he drops it.
We got DeFilippo on the sideline. Having his leg tended to.
Yeah, looks like that's going to give a little playing time to number 2, Monte Jackson, a sophomore. So
maybe they can utilize his speed.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Raiders. Thought that looked like a nice pattern coming across the middle, but just didn't execute.
There's a lot of people closing in on him too. Excuse me.
Looks like he's looking across the middle this time to Edley.
I look like a hold there.
We had 2 different receivers running in the same pattern area. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Raiders.
And we're still with 2:28 to go in the contest.
Well, obvious passing situation for London, so I look for number 1, Anthony Jordan, to just blitz her up the middle again like he's been doing all night.
He's not moving.
Yep. He's going to try to cover Jordan this time. Intercepted. Oh, Jordan got it.
And he's wrapped up at about the 31-yard line, but not until after he made a first down and a good reception.
I was watching Jordan to see if he was going to blitz in there.
He had the play slipped out.
Perfect. He had a time perfect.
He just didn't make the catch.
Yeah,
interception.
He'd have been in for a touchdown easy, but he just, I don't know what he did. He let up a little bit or something.
He had the play sniffed out, that's for sure.
But so Jordan did a nice job on the tip drill, turning upfield and getting some yards. So 2:05 left to go in the ball game. Clock is stopped. Fake to Brock. Jordan rolls to his right, trying to find some room. He's looking for Myers. Oh, looked like a nice deflection there by 21 Ratliff that we've seen run the ball so well tonight. So
looked like an incomplete pass to me. Yeah, hit him right in the numbers. You hit him in the numbers, boy, it's hard. You can't catch the ball on your pads. You got to catch it with your hands.
Looks like this time we're going to have Gillespie and Monte Jackson at the top of your screen, Edley and Myers at the bottom. Jordan Brock still in at the tailback. Whitehall's definitely playing a little bit more of a prevent defense. He's going to throw it up high this time for Edley. That was number 23 angle out there, covering for the Whitehall Rams, so just a little bit overthrown.
So that makes it
3rd and 10.
3rd and 10, huh? That's the play you wanted a while ago, but that little 23, that little midget you was talking about, it don't bother him.
Yeah, he used his body nicely to keep Edley away from the ball.
Edley couldn't get to the ball.
A legal way of doing it. He didn't push him or anything. He just... So London's running out of downs. Try to score here. Ball's down. Fumble.
And it's their ball.
Whitehall football. Looks like Josh was trying to pick it up instead of falling on it, trying to make a play out of it, and Whitehall ended up with a football. So we're going to have 1:42 left to go in the contest.
We are losing 28-7.
I have to give a lot of credit to this London crowd tonight. I mean, nice crowd for
And
a
they
cold
stuck
evening.
it out. They've been there the whole night.
You know, team's not winning, but at least everybody's coming out and supporting the kids, and that's a good thing. So. Looks like Smith on top of your screen. He's still on his feet, still running. He keeps turning them legs, Gary.
That's what I was talking about earlier. He keeps them legs moving and looking for a hole. You get somebody that keeps aggressive like that, they're not easy to bring down. Somebody's down for London.
That looks like possibly Matt Russell down, 65. Looks like maybe his hamstring, maybe. He's holding on the back of his leg, so you don't like to see that. So
I know.
maybe we could see something else.
What kind of crowd we got, Carl? Got a pretty good crowd tonight. I haven't had a chance to catch them on the screen. I don't think Russell's hurt too bad, but he's been having trouble with that. That's not the first time.
Yeah, it looks like maybe
He's went down.
I think maybe one of the players might want to get underneath them and cart him off, maybe.
So we're looking at 133 to go in the contest. I assume we're going to be okay on time. I think Carl left the camera.
Doesn't seem like anything's moving up there, so.
It hadn't moved from that spot. And now the Whitehall team comes into play. Let's see if he moves.
We'll assume Carl's still up on the roof and somebody hasn't thrown him off. Looks like West is going to hand off. This is a clean jersey in there. Number 33, Brandon Purdue running fullback there. Under a minute left to go in the ball game now.
Brandon Purdue, the ball carrier. Tackled by number 55, Pat O'Carroll.
Well, we're getting down to under 50 seconds now. I think Whitehall's just going to... will they take it here or will they try to score again?
I don't know. They're
using a lot of time.
They're going to try to get some clean jerseys, some statistics, and Jordan Brock doesn't want to let number 44 get any statistics at all.
So we're...
I think they're in knee territory now. I think it would be a good sportsmanship. First year in the league, just to do that, take a knee, and
they might even have to do that. You get 25 seconds to huddle.
So all I have to do is take one knee, and the ball game's over.
So we got a score of 28-7.
As a first-year coach in the league, I think I would highly recommend Coach Kane do that, but that's up to him.
He's not going to have to. He's not going to call a play. It might get a delay of game. The official's not going to call it.
Oh, they should have started that clock way before then, but that's here nor there, though, Gary.
That's the end of the game. The final score, as we have it, is 28 for the Whitehall and 7 for London. We will be at Lakewood next week, to bring you that contest. And we'll also be out to the Air and Nance Memorial tomorrow. So we'll get some highlights and some shots of that to give you. And Carl picks up this. In the meantime, this is Gary McNeil.
And this is Keith Smith.
Along with Carl King, saying good night, and I'll see you, but I wouldn't want to be you. Good night, Frank Cox. See ya, wouldn't want to be you. Adios.